Welcome in. Happy Thursday, you guys. We're going to be doing some TSI arithmetic assessment. So if you know anybody that's trying to get into college, they have to take that college entrance exam. This is for them. It's kind of like the AccuPlacer in other places is called, but that we're doing basic math today. That's what we're going over, okay? So number one says 0.98 plus 45.105. So whenever you add decimals, you have to line up the decimals. So what I mean by that, I'm going to do 45.102, and we're going to add that to 0.98. So where I see how I put the placement of the decimals, I'm going to put the 9 and the 8. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. And we're going to add down. So 2 plus 0 gives us 2. 0 plus 8 gives us 8. 9 plus 1 gives us 10. Carry the 1. And then 5 plus 1 is 6. And we have the 4. So we just took care of these two. Now we're going to add this number plus this one. Okay. And I'm doing it by hand, you guys, because not everybody gets a calculator on the basic TSI. So if you don't get a calculator, this one is for you, okay? So again, you can see the placement of the decimals lined up. So 3 plus nothing is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 8 plus 3 is 11. Carry the 1 up. 3 plus 1 is 4. Drop down your decimal. And then 6 plus 2 is 8. And 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay. So now this is gone. So now we can add 31. So what you have to do, thank you for the yellow hearts, B. So now this 31, well, it doesn't look like it has a decimal, but every whole number has an imaginary decimal behind it. So really this could be 31.0, okay? So if we add here, this is going to be 0.4153. And then 8 plus 1 is 9. And 3 plus 7 is 10. So just by looking at this, right, I know this is too small, this is too small, this is way too high. So now I just gave myself a 50-50 chance. But I'm looking here, I'm adding 0.000009. So I'm lining up my decimal. I'm going to put the 0.00009. And then if you add, there's 0 right here. If you add down, nothing plus 9 gives us 9. And then this will stay the same. So if you see this, C is your answer. Okay. Thank you for sharing the live, you guys. Happy Thursday. Okay, so C is our answer. What do you guys get for number 2? Okay, JoJo said B. Okay. Any other answers? Welcome in, everyone. Number 2. So we got a B, we got a C, we got a B. Okay, baby girl said C. Whitney said C. Okay, so this is 0.12, okay, divided by 1. Anything divided by 1 is itself. So really this is going to be 0.112. So if you said C was your answer, you are 100% correct. Kiki, it's okay. You say you don't know how to divide. It's all good, Kiki. So just know what anything, like if you did 5 divided by 1. So if we did 5 divided by 1, really you can think of it, what 1 times what gives you 5? Well, 5 times 1 gets you 5. So 5 divided by 1 equals 5. So anything you always divide by 1, it's going to be that number on top. What we doing tonight? We doing some arithmetic assessment. So we're doing some TSI, like basic math for intro to college. Somebody said, can you show some factoring? Let's see if I have some factoring. If not, I might add one problem at the end, okay, for you. How many are returning from last night? I went live last night. Can you guys put it in the chat if you hear from last night? Or is it all new people? Scarlet Love, what in statistics are you studying? Oh, Diana, thank you for returning, love. Okay, new. Do you have expressions? I'm an 8th grader. Not tonight, but I can. Okay, Fire Heart. Thank you, Diana, for the rose. And welcome back, everyone, and welcome new. So let's look at number 3, okay? So it says 9 divided by 3 times 8 divided by 4. What do you guys get? A, B, C, D, or E? Can I see it in the chat? Thank you, Jaden, for the rose. Yeah, last night I did geometry. Somebody said, can I do high set math? Yes. That's like GED. Yes, I can get it on the list. BBB. Ooh, a lot of people are coming out with B. Okay, so let's take a look at it. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, think of 3 times what gets you 9? Well, 3 times 3 gets us 9. We're going to drop down that times, and then we have to do 8 divided by 4. So 4 times what number can give us 8? 2. Okay, so we get 3 times 2. That's 6, and B is our answer. So you guys were right on it. Wonderful. Okay. All right, so let's go to number 4. Number 4. So we have 7.95 divided by 1.5. All right. So what are you guys getting for this one? I see B, B. Whitney said B. All right. Nobody got nothing else? Okay. So how we would set this up, okay, if you're not using a calculator, you would go 1.5 divided by 7.95. The problem is you can never divide by a decimal. So we have to make this a whole number. So what I have to do is you would have to move this over here by 1. So if we move this over here by 1, then what we do to the outside, we also have to do to the inside. So we can rewrite this as 15 divided by 79.5. Okay. All right. So now we're going to ask ourselves, how many 15s can fit into 79? Well, we don't have to guess, right? We can use our multiple choice. Can 2 of them fit into 79? Okay, that's too low because 2 is 30 and we can get more 15s in there. So they gave us 2 7s here. So 15 times 7, I'm going to go here. Let's see. So 7 times 5 is 35. Carry the 3. And then 7 times 1 is 7 plus 3 is 10. So that's too much. 105 is too much. So I just eliminated. Now I have a 50-50 chance. And since you guys were saying it's B, we're going to go with 5. So 15 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 2. And then 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2. 75. So if we put 5 here, 5 times 15, we get 75. We're going to subtract these, okay? So 79 minus 75 is 4. Drop down that 5. And then as soon as you see it's 5, we don't even need to continue, right? Because this is the only one that has a 5. So B is our answer. Thank you for all the follows and the double taps, you guys. Thank you. But if you want to see it, 3 times 15 is 45. And then we have nothing remaining over. Okay. So that rule, just remember, you have to move that decimal place over If you move it over 1, move it over 1 in the inside, and that's your new decimal place. Any questions on this? Any questions? Thank you for liking thank you for liking, you guys, for double tapping those screens. Nope, no ma'am. Wonderful. Let's keep it pushing. Okay. All right, number 5. So we have negative 37 plus a negative 47 equals what? What do you guys say? And I see those answers in the chat. Okay, negative 84, B. Okay, B, 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 B. Love it. Wow, we on tonight, you guys. Everybody getting it? Okay, we got to see. Okay, so how you look at this is somebody borrowed $37 from you. Then they came back and they said, let me get another 47. So how much do they owe you? That's how you're looking at this. So you're going to do 37 plus 47 to figure out how much they totally owe you. So 7 plus 7 is 14, carry the 1. And then 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 1 is 8. But remember, they owe you, so that's how come you have to put the negative, because they owe you a total of, like you guys said, B, negative 84. No, don't say you failed already. It's okay. This is why we're learning. Fail here so that you can master it in class. You are confused? Yeah. Whenever you have a negative, think about debt. Or think about, because some people are not really good with debt either. Like they'd be like, oh, I don't know how much I owe. But when you think about people owing you, you always pretty much on it. Be like, nah. I'll let you borrow this amount. You know, people are really good at how much they let out. They get a little funny when they say how much they owe somebody. So just think about that. Negatives are debt. All right. Okay. Now let's go to number 6. 41% equals. So 41% equals B. I thought 2 negatives equal a positive, laughing out loud. I'm so glad you said that. Oh, hold on. I passed my GED, but I still love how you teach. That is the reason why I come to your TikTok. Oh, thank you so much. And congratulations on passing your GED. Can everybody give some hearts, some whatever, confetti in the chat? We always want to celebrate here for the people that have made their goal, took the time, studied, passed. Because I know well, that feeling is like incredible. And so can we celebrate her or him or, you know, Fatoise, I think it is, Fatoise 8. Thank you for coming back. Yes. So somebody said, I thought a negative times a negative is always a positive. You are 100% correct. A negative times a negative equals a positive. But a negative plus a negative equals a negative. These are 2 different operations. I see those congratulations coming in. I love it. Yes. Oh, somebody said, OMG, I'm so glad I'm seeing this. I just had to do my math placement test for college. Course needed. Oh, Sade, I hope it went well. So that's the difference. When you times or divide, it's a positive. Never when you add. When you're adding 2 negatives, it just comes more negative. Great statement on that, okay? So 6, 41% equals. Thank you, Jaden, for the roses. So Devin said, can we do another example? Yes. So we could do, yeah, we could do another example. You're talking about of integers. So real quick, you guys, before we go to number 6. So another example would be negative, let's just keep it simple. Negative 10 plus a negative 5. Okay, so a negative 10 plus a negative 5. How much do you get here? Can I see it in the chat? Good, Bliss, you on it. Okay. Tyra, I see you. Negative 15. Yes. Somebody borrowed, you let somebody borrow $10. Then you said, let me give you 5 more. So how much do they totally owe you? They owe you negative $15. Okay. Yep, don't forget that negative because they owe. So they're not positive 15, they owe you 15. Okay. Let's do one more. So what about here if we had negative 5 plus let's do 20. What do we get here? Okay, Alicia, you said I'm confused. What are you confused on? Tell me, what are you confused on here? Good. So we got some positive 15. Juicy J, 15, 15, 15. Yes. So here, this is a little bit different, right? Because we're down $5. Then we just put $20 in our bank account. Okay. So we overspent 5. We put 20 in there. So now we should be good 15. $15. So really you can look at this as 20 minus 5. And since the bigger number has a positive on it, then this should have a positive. You're just adding negatives together? Yes. Keep the bigger positive number. Yep. Good. Thank you, Jaden. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the finger heart. You are blessing me. All you guys. Thank you for staying on, learning with me. Okay. So let's go here. 6, 41% equals. So now they gave you a whole bunch of decimals. Whenever you want to change a percent to a decimal, what you're really doing is dividing by 100. Okay. And what that means is, remember, after every whole number, there's an imaginary decimal right here. So when we divide, we move it. Okay. I want to see you guys tell me, do we move it to the right or to the left when we divide by 100? What do we do? Diana said move to the left. Good. Left. Yes, I see those lefts coming in. Now, how many do I move to the left is the question. 2 places. Good. Yes. So we go 1, 2. So it's going to be 0.41. And B is our answer. Yes, equivalent to the amount of zeros. Beautiful, because there's 2 zeros. Exactly. Be careful, we didn't have divided by 1,000, so we can't move it over 3 times because we only have 2 zeros. But great, yes. Good, Mac. I see you. Okay. All right. And of course, we got to do some patterns, right? They always give you kind of patterns on these tests. So number 7 says, describe the following sequence in the mathematical terms. So we have 144, 72, 36, 18, and 9. So first off, what's happening with the numbers? Are they descending or ascending? Yes, Thor. What are you guys working on in college algebra right now? A or C, because descending. Perfect. Descending. Good. Descending means the numbers are getting smaller, whereas ascending means they're getting bigger. Okay, so I did want to explain that for the people that don't understand that vocab. So we know B and D are out. So now we have this as our option. Okay. Ooh, Tyra said they're getting smaller by half. Oh, in 10th grade? Okay, not in college, but in 10th grade. Okay, you need help with statistics? What are you guys learning in statistics? So by a half, is that what's happening? Oh, so if I divide this by 2, divide this by 2, divide this by 2. Yes, half of 36 is 18. Half of 18 is 9. Good. So if we're if we're dividing by 2, or some people would say multiplying by half, is it A or is it C? PhD statistics? I am not understanding. Where did the 2 come from? A. All right, let's talk about this vocab, because that's a huge thing. So somebody said, where did the 2 come from? So we're looking at how did we get the 144 to 72? Well, somebody said if we divide 144 by 2, we would get to 72. So if we did 144 and we divided by 2, 2 goes into 14 7 times. So 7 times 2 is 14. Then we drop down the 4. 2 goes into 4 2 times. So if we divide this by 2, we get 72. So they saw the pattern, okay? That's where the 2 came from, because they said if I take half of that, and then half of 72 is 36, half of 36 is 18, okay? Now, arithmetic. This is huge, you guys. Arithmetic means you're adding. You're adding in the pattern. Geometric means we're multiplying. We're multiplying by the same number. Ooh, spelling just left. Sick. So we're descending. Geometric means we multiply, okay? So since we're multiplying or dividing by the same number, divide by 2, divide by 2, it's actually going to be C. Yes. And so these words really matter. And if you don't know what this means in the operation, you could get the descending part if you know it's getting smaller, but that could throw you off your answer. So the answer is C? Yes. The answer is C, because we're multiplying by a half to each one of these. Please explain E. Miscellaneous sequence, that means it has no pattern. Great question. Tyra, no. I mean, I'm really good at some things in calculus, like really beast mode, but then there's some other things, like I haven't done it in so long. I wish I wouldn't have let those skills go, but I haven't done it in so long. Like I've been teaching high school for the last 7 years, and I've been teaching like algebra 2 and down. So yeah, I wouldn't be no good. It would take me too long to like refresh. It's my last course for my degree. Oh no. Are you taking Calc 1, Calc 2, or Calc 3? Oh, hey, XK, high school teacher here. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, XK. Has your school year started yet? Or are you still on summer break? Here, Math 118. Math 118. Okay. Oh, you guys already started? Oh, good luck. Super busy, I bet. I'm a biomed. So somebody said, Tyra said I'm a biomed major, so it's calc for the life sciences, similar to Calc 1. Oh, okay. Okay, so you co-teach Algebra 2? I love the co-teaching. If you guys get along, it could be beautiful or it could be a little stressful. All right, let's jump to number 8, you guys. So, which of the following is not a whole number followed by its square? Okay. So, which of the following is not a whole number followed by its square? Yes, Bliss. Thank you for asking. Bliss said, do you post your lessons on YouTube? Yes, Bliss. And I post all my lives that I do on YouTube as well. And I make mini lessons. So follow me and support me, please, over there at Impact Math 19. Okay, so I saw some E's coming in. Okay. All right. So are you guys saying E's? Okay. Which of the following is not a whole number? The thing that's throwing me off is all these are whole numbers. I'm like, did I write this right? 1, 6, 8, 10, and 11 are all whole numbers, followed by its square, though. Oh, okay. It just popped in my brain. Okay, 1 is a whole number, and square. Does everybody understand what its square means? Good. Tyra said 144 isn't the square of 11. Yes. Somebody said, is this for the TSIA? Yes, it is. Yes. No. Okay. So a square means you should be able to multiply the first number by itself and get a square. So 1 times 1 will give us 1. So like if we did 6 times 6, 6 times 6, because we're multiplying it to itself, gives us 36. So this is a square because we multiplied it to itself. I hope I'm explaining that right. And then 8 times 8, this is a perfect square. These are perfect squares. These are called perfect squares. 8 times itself gives us 64. 10 times 10 gives us 100. So this is this perfect square. But like Tyra said, excellent Tyra, 11 times 11 is 121. It is not 144. So E is our answer. Because the 11, if they had 121 here, then it would be correct. But since they have 144, remember, that's 12 times 12 to get 144. Okay. That one kind of threw me for a loop too. I was like, what is it asking for? Both 1 can be a square, 12 times 12. I knew it. Good, Leslie. I'm glad you knew it. All right. And of course, we cannot not do this test without some word problems, right? So we got some word problems coming up, y'all. Okay. Number 9. There are 12 more apples than oranges in a basket of 36 apples and oranges. How many apples are there in the basket? Can somebody set this up? How would you set this up in the, how would you set up this problem? Can I see your guys' equation? Oh, Brooke said, I memorized 12 times 4 times. 12 times 12 is 144 when I was a kid because it was in a double Dutch song we used to play. Love it. So 36 divided by 12 question mark or 36 minus 12? Caitlin said C. Sana said C. Ooh, you guys are all getting C, huh? Okay, so there are 12 more apples than oranges. Okay, so I'm going to put X for oranges. I know that there's 12 more apples than oranges. And I have a total of 36 apples and oranges. Am I setting this up? So there are, it's like I want to do systems. Like X. Like I want to do A and O, but that's too complicated. I'm trying to simplify it. Let me see. Okay, so because I would do X plus Y equals 36. And then there are 12 more apples than oranges. So I would do Y equals 12 plus... we're not going to do it this way, you guys. I'm just making sure I set it up right. Yeah, so we would have to do X plus 12 equals 36. And then I would have to add another X, okay? Because one, I have just apples. Then I have oranges. Well, there are 12 more apples than oranges. So here's my oranges. And then I have 12 more apples than oranges. So one of these got to be, so this would give me my total amount, 12 more apples. This would give me my total amount of apples. So now, so now we have to solve this. So X plus X would give us 2X plus 12 equals 36. All right. How can we what do I have to move next? Subtract 12 to both sides. Wonderful, Wade. Yes, so we're going to subtract 12 because we're trying to cancel this out. So we get 2X equals 36 minus 12 gets us 24. And then we're going to divide by 2 because we want X by itself. Okay. And whenever you have a number attached to a letter, they're multiplied together. So to undo multiplication, that's why we divide, you guys. So half of 24 is 12. Okay, but we got to be careful here because it's asking us for how many apples are there in the box. And there are 12 more apples than oranges. So if this is the oranges we got, because I said X was just the oranges, I need to find out how many apples. Oh, be careful. Be careful because what we found was, we found out how many oranges there were. Because remember they said there are 12 more apples than oranges. So we would have to do 12 plus 12. And 12 plus 12 is 24. So C is our answer. Oops, somebody said it keeps on freezing. Is it freezing for anybody else? Yes, Brittany. It's okay. Fail now. And as long as you learn from the mistake, so you won't make it again. Okay, good. I knew it, but wasn't sure. Good. Okay. No, yes. I would have subtracted 36 minus 12 and called it a day. Yes. That's probably the easiest way. Sometimes, like, when you teach so high, you, like, forget the simplest, you forget the simplest. Oh, duh. Like, I'm telling you guys, literally, like, when you teach, like, algebra, geometry, you always want to, like, make it into some equation. But that just clicked what that person said. They said, we knew we had 36 apples and oranges. So if there are 12 more apples, like you guys said, we could have just did 36 minus 12. And then that would have gave us the 24. I see it. I would have chosen C or D. Yeah. You had a 50-50 chance. Do you tutor statistics students? I tutor basic statistics, like up to algebra 2, but college statistics, no, I haven't taken that in such a long time. And then there's so many like definitions and it's like a whole another language. Even though I was just helping my uncle get through that, but it was, like when I tutor, I like to be like 100% proficient at it, Like I want to get people to be able to get A's, not B's. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go to number 10, okay? Which of the following correctly identifies 4 consecutive odd integers where the sum of the middle 2 integers equals to 24? Okay. Yeah, I can do some lives on some high school statistics. The basic kind, for sure. C, so handsomeness set C. Okay. We got anybody else? Sana said C. C, anything will help. Okay. C, D. Okay, we got D. Okay, so there's a lot of vocab that we have to break down, you guys. Okay, we just have to. Consecutive, odd. Okay, so we first have to understand what consecutive odd means. So consecutive odd means odd numbers that follow each other consecutively. So like follows. So like 5, 7, 9, 11. 5, 7. So set the next odd number after 5 is 7. The next odd after that is 9 and 11. So there are 4 consecutive. So all these choices are consecutive odd integers. They follow each other directly after each other. So they go in order, okay? Then it says where the sum, that's another huge vocab. Sum means add, okay? Of the middle 2 integers. So we're looking at the middle 2. They have to equal 24. So I think I saw a lot of C's in here. So let's see. So if we add this 11 plus 13, will it give us 24? Well, 3 plus 1 is 4. 1 plus 1 is 2. So when we add these 2 consecutive integers, they add up to 24. So C is our answer. Let me show you why A doesn't work. Because when we add 7 plus 9, that gets us 16. So these 2 middle ones, when we find the sum, gets us 16, not 24. That's why A is out. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Yes. Somebody said, what math is this? This is for like the AccuPlacer, like when you're trying to go into college and like you don't have an ACT score, so you're just trying to get into college and they make you take that entrance exam. This is called the TSI. It's really for people in Texas, but you can use this for like the PERT. It's like the PERT in Florida or the AccuPlacer in California. It's all the same math. Okay. But this is basic math, I would say. Okay. So this is the basic. This is not the algebra one. This is like the basic math one. Okay. I'm trying to see. Okay, we got a couple of more pages, y'all. All right. Let's keep it pushing. You guys all right? How we doing? We still ready to keep it moving? Keep it going? Y'all hanging in there? Mean mode. Do I have any of that? Mean, median mode. I got some fractions coming up. I know that. Adding some decimals. Some ounces pound. And that's different. That's for my HESI people. Oh, thank you, Mariah. Mari. What am I reading? Maria, thank you. Okay, let's go for number 11. What is the next number in the sequence? 6, 12, 24, 48. Are you guys saying A, B, C, D, or E? So I see those B's coming in. 96, 96. Good. You need to learn all this? Okay, B, B, B. Okay, so yes, B. So I'm getting a lot of B's. So we did, so let's see what the pattern is, the sequence is. So 6 plus 6. So if we add 6 here, we get 12. If we add 12, we get 24. And if we add 24, we get 48. So we have to add 48. So 48 plus 48, 8 plus 8 gets us 16, carry the 1. And then 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So we get B, like you guys said, 96. Wonderful. Okay. Somebody said, what would 9th grade math start with? Solving equations. Order of operations, it's 96. I got tricked. Yeah. Yep. It is 96. Okay. Let's go to 12. Okay. Let's go to 12. Since I post these lives, you guys, I try to just stick with like what's on the test, because some people really watch my lives again on YouTube. And so I don't want to like put other stuff that they're not going to learn on their specific test. But like when I do an algebra day, like the comments, so thank you for asking. Danny, when you said, could you do a quadratic example? Yes. I can put that in the next live when I'm doing algebra and so on. So I do. So thank you for requesting that, because I do write them down and I try to get them on some other lives. Okay. On YouTube. Yes. I'm on YouTube. Impact Math. Ooh. Impact Math 19. On YouTube. Okay. And it's the same, like if you go to my profile, it's on there. So you could just click it and subscribe. Thank you for the support, everyone. Please go click it. All right, so let's look at number 12. Which of the following numbers could be described in the following way? An integer that is a natural, rational, and whole number. So this just is a whole bunch of, vocab. Okay. Good, Gregory. You haven't got no answer wrong. Do you do the GRACE test for Georgia? Mrs. Nell, I haven't even heard of the GRACE test, so you just put me on to something. I'm going to write that down, too. I will look into it. I've never even heard of it. So thank you. So somebody said A. Okay, I got A, I got B, and whole. Okay. Oh, you guys. So, okay, so described in the following way: an integer. So integers are numbers from like negative. You can have negative whole numbers and positive whole numbers. So we can say -2 all the like negative infinity all the way up to positive. Okay, so like let's say +3. This is what an integer is called. Okay, so if it's an integer, C is not it, because integers are whole numbers that are positive and negative, and they can't be decimal. Okay. So it's an integer that is a natural number. So natural means that it starts counting by 1, I believe. Okay, so you start counting by 1. Rational just means that it has it could be divided by 1. Okay, and is a whole number. Whole numbers are not negative. So that's why that's out. So now you have a 50-50 chance. But since it's a natural number, B has to be it, because the natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the integer allows it to be 0, but since it's a natural, 0 won't work. So it is B. Yes. Yeah, somebody said, okay, B then. Yeah. Yeah, so all these little different vocab really plays. See how I hope I explained it well. I hope you guys were following, okay, of what those mean. Yep. All right, let's keep it pushing. Okay, make sure I don't skip no pages. So 13. Okay, so 13. 1, 1/2, 1/4, 1/8. What is the next thing in the sequence? You said you almost slipped? E. Somebody said E. Danny said E. Good. I see those E's coming in. Good, Gregory. I hope it's but I hope I'm making sense when I'm explaining it. Somebody said A. Okay. I see A, E. All right. So what we're doing here is, see how this, so first they divided by 2. And so now they're multiplying this. So 2 times 2 gives us 4. 4 times 2 gets us 8. So then we have to keep on multiplying this bottom by 2. So we would get 1 over 8 times 2 would give us 16. And so E is our answer. Yeah. E, because they're multiplying each of these by 2 to get the next one. Okay. And really this one is 1 over 1. So they multiplied this by 2. That's how they got here. Yeah, you should always go with your first oh, no, you said B at first? Okay, good. I'm glad you changed it if you changed it. They are dividing it by half. Oh, be careful when you say that, because they're not dividing it by half. They're dividing it by 2. You could say that, but not by half, because if you say they're dividing it by a half, right? Remember, we can't divide fractions. So what we do is we do the keep, change, flip. So I would change this, and then I would do 2 over 1, which this is 1 times 2 would give me 2, which is not what we're doing here. They didn't have 2 here. They had a half. So they're actually you could say they're dividing by 2. 1 divided by 2, you could say that. So let me show you the keep, change, flip. So we keep this 1, we change this to times. And remember, this is 2 over 1. So if we flip this, it will be 1 over 2. And 1 times 1 is 1, and we keep the 2. So that's how they got 1/2. So just be really careful when you say divide by a half or divide by 2. We have totally 2 different answers here. One gives us 2 and one gives us a half. I hope that really clears up, because a lot of kids misunderstand this concept, and it's huge. Okay, good. Yes. No worries. No apology. I just wanted to make sure this is like, hey, more math. Hey, hun, how are you doing? More math is like one of the best besides me. But she is awesome too. She is like really awesome on this TikTok. So you guys should follow her. She does middle school math and up. She's really, really good as well. Okay. Hey. All right, let's go to 14. Oh, thank you, Bliss, for subscribing. Thank you. So 14, I think Jojo said C. Okay, C. Yes, we do need to connect. Oh, thank you. You know I'm about to have the baby pretty soon here. This baby, I got 5 more weeks left. I'm holding on. Okay, which of the following is not a fraction equivalent to 3/4? Okay, so equivalent means equal, you guys. So we're looking for a fraction that's not equal to 3/4. So somebody says C. Okay, E. Okay, so let's check out C. 12/18. Oh, thank you. Congrats on the baby. Yes, this is my last one. Okay, to all my mamas out there, you know what I mean when I say my last one. Okay. This one was a surprise and a shock for sure. And so this is the last one for me. So let's see. So we want to see if we can reduce this down to 3/4. So what do 12 and 18 have in common? What can I divide out here? What number goes into both of these? Good. So Javenti Cup says 6/9. Wonderful. So what did you divide by? Her said 2. Good. So 2, I see 3. It's beautiful. None of you guys are wrong. Brittany said the GCF is 6. Good. Yes. So we can do 2, 3, 6. If we do 2 or 3, it's going to take us some more steps. So 12 divided by 6 is 2. And 18 divided by 6 is 3. So which of the following is not, that's that key word, not a fraction that equals 3/4? Well, 2/3 doesn't equal 3/4. So C is our answer. Now let's talk about E, because I saw some people say E. So let's do E, so I can show you why E is equivalent. So what number goes into 27 and 36? What can we divide out of these? Good. Terry said 9. Okay. So we can divide this by 9 and we can divide this by 9. So 27 divided by 9 is 3. And 36 divided by 9 is 4. So you see how this is 3/4, which is the same as here? That's why E doesn't work, because we're looking for the fraction that's not equivalent. How did you get the 9? So how you can get the 9 is you can ask yourself, what times what gives you 27? Well, 3 times 9 gets us 27. And then you can ask yourself, what times what gets you 36? Well, 4 times 9 gets us 36. And so you see how 9 divided by 9, this, you can cancel this out, and that's why you're left with 3/4. Somebody said it's called the GCF, the greatest common factor. Yep. Somebody said, please do A. John, I got you. So let me show you 6/8. Let's reduce 6/8. Okay, so what can we divide 6 and 8 by? What do they both have in common? Oh, you're so welcome, Op. So Terry said 2. Welcome back, Terry. Hey, hey, hey. Have you started your school year off, or are you still in summer? Good. You guys got those 2s. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. So you see how you have 3/4? It's the same. Yeah, you're welcome, John. Thanks for asking. Oh, hey, oh, no teachers went back today. Okay, you guys are still on summer break. Yes, we're still on summer break out here in Wisconsin. Okay. All right. So let's do 15. So we have 1/4 plus 65 cents. Ooh, and look at them. Look what they did to us, you guys. They gave us the answer in fractions. They are not right. Kids came back, say, after Labor Day. Oh, yeah, that's when we start, too. Well, I should say that's when my fellow teachers start. After having my 4th baby, I'm not returning this school year. I have mixed feelings. Fractions just threw me off. Yes, Bliss. Yes, don't let these fractions scare you. We're gonna add this day after. Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna do 0.65 plus 0.25. So 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1. And then 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. Okay, so we have a 90. B or A? I love it. Okay. When is baby due? September 26th. That's when my little guy is due. 90 BBBB. Good, you guys. You guys see it. Okay, a lot of people are seeing this 9/10. So let me explain why 9/10 is correct. So if you look here, we don't care about the 0, okay? We look here. If you know your place value, this is where you learn in I think 3rd grade, 4th grade. Nah, what is it? 4th or 5th? One of them. But place value. The number directly after the decimal, this is called the 10th spot. So if 9 is in the 10th spot, we can write this as 9 over 10. And that's why B is equal to 0.9. Or just look, oh, so thank you, Terry. Terry said it's 4th grade. Yes, thank you. So we can also look at this. Have you ever gotten a quiz where you had 10 problems, you had a 9 out of 10? It's 90%. 8 out of 10 is 80%. Think about that, okay? Yes, Suzanne, I am a teacher. Yep, I am a teacher. I've been teaching for 7 years. Last year was my 7th. High school math teacher. Nope, Suzanne, I'm a math teacher, certified through the state. But I tutor too, but I have my certification as well. You always divide by 100? No, we're not dividing this by 100. We're dividing this because this 9 is in the 10th spot. So since it's in the 10th, we can divide by 10. Decimal place represents 1. Do you help with homeschooling? Yes, Bliss. If you're looking for tutoring, email me at impactmath19@gmail.com. I do have a few sessions open for next week and to come, so I'm just looking to fill those spots. Okay. Oh, thank you, Maria. Okay, so let's go to 16. Find the square of 25 divided by 9. Okay, find the square. So again, we have this square word, which is huge, right? So basically, if we look at our answer choices, which one of these can we make into this by squaring? Please point to your email. Oh, right here. Right here. A. Good, you guys. I see those A's coming in. Beautiful. Because a square means we have to do 5 over 3 times 5 over 3. We're timesing it by itself. So 5 times 5 gets us 25 over 3 times 3 gets us 9. So this is why A is our answer. Great job, everyone. Good. Alrighty, let's keep on going. Okay, so ounces and pounds. Okay, so 17. Okay. There are 8 ounces in a 1/2 pound. How many ounces are in 7 3/4 pound? Okay, some of us, our hearts just jumped, right? Because we have this mixed number, we have a half. It's like, what is this? Miss Taylor, the questions you do for the TSI, are they the practice packet or are they in the test? It's a mixture. That's a great question, Ruby. It's a mixture. So basically, I search. Basically, what I do is I search online and I look up TSI practice test. And then some of them are the packets where they practice, and then some of them are the tests. And I just mix them. But I believe this one is the actual, the basic test. Great question. Thank you, Maria, for the rose. Darlene Doll said, what is the TSI? It's a college entrance exam that they take in Texas if they don't have their ACT. So that's what it is. It's like the AccuPlacer or the PERT in Florida. But it's basically your entrance exam to college. So Torres said B. You got B for this? Okay. All right. Don't let this throw you off, y'all. Okay? We're going to set this up as a proportion. So I have 8 ounces in a 1/2 pound. We're just going to put that 1/2 pound on the bottom. Equal to how many ounces Well, I don't know. So when I don't know something, I put it next. Are in 7 3/4 pound. Okay, what I want to do, I don't want to leave this as a mixed number. I want to change it into a fraction, okay? So how we do that is we multiply, then add. So we do 4 times 7 plus 3, and that has to go all over 4. So we're changing this mixed number to an improper fraction. So 4 times 7 is 28. Okay. And 28 plus 3 is 31 over 4. So I'm going to write this fraction under here. Okay. So let me slow down because I just did that real quick. So I saw that there's 8 ounces into 1/2 pound. Okay. So 8 divided by 1/2. Then we said equal to how many ounces? Since I put the ounces up top, I had to put the X over here. Okay, because ounces have to match and pounds have to match. Okay, then we change this mixed number into an improper. So every 4 ounce equivalent to 1/4 pound. So that would be 124 ounces. So you're getting D. All right. So now, okay, so Liz said D too. A lot of people are saying D. So now we're going to cross multiply. So 1/2 times X is just half X, okay? Equal to, now I'm multiplying here, 8 times 31 over 4. Okay. Don't let this throw you off, okay? You're looking at this as 8 divided by, because this is division, 4. So 8 divided by 4 gives us a 2. So then 31 doubled, or 2 times 31, gets us 62. And we're going to drop down that 1/2 X. Okay. Now I need to get X by itself. What can I do to get X by itself? Does anybody know? Minus 1 1/2. Divide by half to 62. Ooh. Multiply by the reciprocal. Just said multiply the reciprocal. Yes, we can. Or multiply by 2. Yes. So we can multiply. See, because this means division. So we want to undo this division. And how we undo division is we have to multiply. And so we're going to multiply by 2 because we need this 2 gone. And so what we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So we have X equals 62 doubled is 12, 4, like you guys said, D. Now there probably was a way easier, way easier way to do this, but this is how my brain does it. I know it's probably the long way, you guys, but literally I don't know how to do it without setting up proportions. Okay. So, if you're in here and you're a tutor, math teacher, a homeschool teacher, and you know a better way, put it in the chat so it could help somebody else. But that's the way my brain always looks at these. And this reminds me of 6th grade math, where they really get into ratios and rates. So Ella said times it by the, and then user said divide by half. Okay. All right, let's go to 18. Which of the following fractions is the equivalent to of 0.5%? So which of the following fractions is equivalent? Ooh. What do you guys say? A, B, C, D, or E? So somebody said D, D. Andrea said, what would you call this type of problem? Because I need to practice more of this specifically. These are ratios and rates. So ratios and rates problems are what these are called, or proportions. Okay, that's a great question. Oh, you guys, my husband just got online, crypto stock markets. Show him some love. He's started his TikTok. I like kind of pushed him and he's motivated. So he does crypto, you guys. So if anybody in here, how many people know about crypto? Just real quick, can we just talk about that? How many people know crypto? If you're into crypto, follow him. And if you're a beginner investor, follow him, because he really breaks down like all the terms and vocab. Crypto stock Marcus. Say something again, babe, in the chat. Oh, you are? See? Love it. Oh, thank you, Dara. Yep, you're so welcome, Drea. Okay. All right, so which of the following fractions is equivalent of 0.5%? Whew. Okay, so let's first get rid of this percent. So how we would do that is we would divide this by 100, okay? So if we're dividing this decimal percent by 100, we have to move it over 2 spaces. So it would be 0.005. Okay. Then remember, if you know your place value, my husband wants to know more about crypto. Good, Drea. Yes, tell him to follow Crypto Stock Marcus. He breaks down everything, like the vocab, the terminology. He's going to be showing his plays. He's going to be starting with $100 and building it up to 100,000. So follow his journey. Most definitely. And I'm about to be showing you guys my plays too that I'm getting into. So this is the tens. This is the hundreds. And this is the thousands. Okay. So this 5, since it's in the thousand spot, we can write this as 5 over 1,000. Now, is this to pass the ASVAB? Helps to pass the ASVAB? Yes, especially this question right here will be ASVAB. This kind of, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, so it will help, but this for sure will help with the ASVAB. These word problems, because this is all ASVAB, and we're not using a calculator, so good. So Terry said B. Okay. Does it help with the T's? Nah. Well, this does. This is T's problem. Fraction T's. So yeah. I would say yes, Jazz. So what can we divide 5 and 1,000 by, you guys? What do they both have in common? Yep, you're welcome, Jazz. 5. Good. Yes. So we could divide this by 5 and we could divide this by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. Okay. So that doesn't help us because all of these are 1. And then we need to do 5 into 1,000. So 5 divided by 1,000. Okay. So look at here, 10. So 5 goes into 10. We don't have to guess because they gave us the numbers here. 2. And 2 times 5 is 10. And then we just subtract, and then we have these zeros. So it's 200. Yep. So B is our answer. Hope it's clicking, okay? So remember, to always change a percent, you have to divide it by 100. Move that decimal place over twice, add your zeros, place value, so you can get your fraction and simplify. Okay. All right, 19. Which of these numbers is a factor of 21? Okay, this is a huge word right here. Okay. Factor. Ooh, that's huge. And by just knowing what that means, I can eliminate D and E. And why I can eliminate D and E is because a factor has to be a number smaller than the number given. Ooh, people are saying CC, Mrs. Nail. Okay. Desiree, C, yes. Everybody's saying C. Wonderful. So a factor means what times what could get you 21. 7 times 3 can get us 21. That's why 7 is a factor. 5 will never go into 21. And 2 will never go into 21 evenly. Okay, so that's why these are out as well. All right, 20. A, B, C, D, or E. What do you guys get? C, C, C. 1/2. Ooh, okay. C, C, C. Tyra, okay, I see you. C, C. Everybody's saying C. Okay, so let's see for the people that don't get C. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Remember, whenever we subtract fractions, our denominator stays the same. And then you're looking for what can you divide into both of these. Better yet, this is what I want you to see a pattern in. Whenever you see the top is half of the bottom, it's going to be a half. What do I mean by that? Okay, I need help, the math for my GED test to finish my GED. Jessica, please email me. Okay, I have tutoring spots available. Email me at impactmath19@gmail.com. Okay, email me, okay, and I'll tell you my availability. Let's get that test done, pass with, so you can move on in your journey. So Terry said 2. Wonderful. So we can divide this by 2 and divide this by 2. So 2 divided by 2 gets us a 1. And 4 divided by 2 gets us a 2. And that's why this is our answer, 1/2. But let's talk about patterns here, okay? So let's say if I gave you 5/10. See how 5 is half of 10? So when the numerator is half of the denominator or half of the bottom, it's always going to be 1/2. It's always going to simplify down to 1/2. Same thing as, what can we say? 6/12. Are you guys seeing the patterns here? What I'm saying? When I say 6 is half of 12. I got to look that up, Rudy. PCAT. What is the PCAT? Good. Rosiano? Yes. 3/6. You gave me another example. Beautiful. 3/6. Because this 3 is half of 6. You know, I thought about 3, but I was about to put 3/9. I was like, no. You're doing too much. That's 1/3. Then I'm going to mess it all up. But thank you. Because I was like, what am I saying? But 3/6. Oh, farm math. Okay. Got it. Yes, your pharmacy math. This is kind of like the pharmacy math too. They do a lot of fractions. They do a lot of stuff that's on like fractions, conversions. They do a lot of that. Good. 12, 24, 4/8. I love it. The TSI is the entrance exam for the basic entrance exam for college. Oh, Desiree, you're in pharmacy school? I love it. Hey, for my pharmacy people, you guys send me some tests. Email me some tests. And then I'll make a live for this to go over. Oh, user, I'm so sorry you failed miserably. Don't give up. Do not give up. Keep on fighting. Get you a tutor if you need it and take it again. The only way that somebody could stop you is yourself by giving up. Pharmacy tech or pharmacy, it's like like if you go to CVS, they have pharmacy. Yes, Eli. Yes, I tutor the Hesse and the T's. Yep. So Terry said 21 is C. Thank you, Jessica. I will respond tomorrow for sure to all the emails I get tonight, okay? Okay, so 21. So 7.5 minus 5 3/8. All right. Ooh, so you got C. Okay. So if we line this up, 7.5 minus 5 3/8. All right. Okay. So remember, whenever you're subtracting fractions, you have to have the same denominator. So how can we make this 2 go to the same denominator as 8? What can we multiply both of these by? Oh, Laura, my my email is impactmath19@gmail.com. .com. That's my email. 2. Good. Ooh, well, if we multiply this by 2, we would only get 4. Good. So Ruth said multiply by 4. So we need to multiply this by 4. And what we do to the bottom, we also must always do to the top. So we would get, let's rewrite it. 7, 4 times 1 is 4, over 2 times 4 is 8, minus 5 3/8. So now we can do 4 minus 3, which is 1. And then our denominator stayed the same. And then 7 minus 5 is 2. And so that's why C is our beautiful answer. It's 2 1/8. Yeah. Thank you, Jessica, for the rose. Why did you multiply by 4? Raquel, great question. We could not subtract 1/2 from 3/8. You can't subtract fractions if you don't have the same denominator. So I needed this 2 to be an 8 so that they could have the same denominator. And the only way to get 2 to go to 8 would be to multiply by 4. Thank you for the rose. Let me see who gave me some roses. Carol, thank you. And thank you for the paw, Jessica, for the cat paws. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Dre, for the rose. All right, let's do number 22, you guys. Ooh. Okay, 22. Art realized he had 2 more quarters than he had originally thought in his pocket. If all of the change in his pocket is quarters and it totals $8.75, how many quarters did he originally think were in his pocket? Ooh. D. Okay, user said D. Dana said D. Ooh, we all getting 33, huh? All right, so let's talk about this. So $1 is how many quarters? Well, $1 is, so how many quarters are in $1, you guys? Because now we're getting some E's. Okay. Thank you, Biz, for the fireball. 4. Good. All right, so this is 4 quarters, okay? So we have 8 of these. So we can do 8 times 4. And that would give us 32 quarters. Okay. But we also have this 75 cents. So how many quarters are in 75 cents? Three. Good. So we have 3 quarters. So now we have 32 plus 3. So we have 35 quarters. Okay. But let's go back. Because it says if all of the change in his pocket is quarters and it totals 875, how many quarters did he originally think were in his pocket? Well, let me say this one more time. Art realized he had 2 more quarters than he had originally in his pocket. So he had 2 more. Art realized he had 2 more quarters than he had originally thought in his pocket. If all of the change in his pockets is quarters and it's totaled 875, how many quarters did he originally think were in his pocket? So if 35 quarters or it's 875, and then what are we going to do? Subtract 2? Because Art realized he had 2 more quarters than he originally thought in his pocket. If all of the change in his pocket is quarters and it totals 875, how many quarters did he originally think were in his pocket? You guys, this throwing me for a loop. I know, 37, that's what I'm saying. I'm confused now. Me too, okay? All right, so we know 875 is 35 quarters, okay? So we have to subtract the 2 because Art realized he had 2 more quarters than he originally thought. So if it's asking for what he really originally thought, we're going to have to subtract that 2 because he didn't think he had these 2. So 35 minus 2 gets us 33 quarters. So D is our answer. Because he realized he had 2 more. But they're asking you, what did he originally think? So before he realized, you have to take away that 2. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it was the original thought, not what he actually had totaled. It's what he originally thought. Good. You guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for my people that always come back and support. And to my new ones, welcome, welcome. I hope you continue to work with me and join my lives. I do have conversions that I do want to hit up for all my for my HESI T's people, pharmacy techs. You guys all need these conversions. So this is what I plan on doing next for my medical people. And then we'll see what I do next after that, okay? That is the highest level of thinking. Yes. And a lot of memorization. A lot of memorization. Thank you, Luda. You have a wonderful night as well. And bye, everyone. Catch you on the next one.